Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So sorry about the lack of uploads the last few days. I haven't really been uploading, and I don't really have a good excuse. Your boys just had a really shitty sleep schedule. I'm sure you guys have heard that excuse a million times from me. But the good news is I fixed my sleep schedule today, so that means I'm back with my daily uploads, so I'm back. And I'm back with a pretty crazy story time for you guys today. I think you guys will really enjoy it. If you do, please leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. And let's jump right into today's story time. Oh, also, go stream Thief in the Night. My new song came out a few days ago. Yeah, check that out. Anyway, today's story time all takes place back in 2014, a pretty long time ago. Now, 2014, it was definitely a different time in my life, considering I was still a kid, and I was just, trying to get through school and basically just be a kid. And, of course, on, weekends and stuff, I would hang out with my friends, and this story time is about one of those times. So, one weekend in 2014, in the middle of the school year, one of my friends hits me up. Let's just call his friend Jacob, okay? Jacob hits me up, and he's like, yo, Austin, you want to come spend the weekend at my house? And I was like, yeah, man, why not? So I packed a backpack, got some clothes, got my controller, and I went to Jacob's house for the weekend, and I was stoked on it. Jacob had a nice fucking house. He had every goddamn game system in existence. He had a big-ass flat-screen TV. His parents were cool as fuck. Everyone in that house was awesome. Every time Jacob would invite me over, I was stoked on it. So yeah, I went to Jacob's house. I got there on Friday night. I stayed there Friday night, no problems. And then Saturday night came along. Saturday night is where this whole story time really starts. So the thing about Jacob is he had a very nice house, like I said, and it was a very big house. It was one of those houses where you would drive by it and you look at it and be like, damn, I wish I lived there. Like, that's a big ass house. And it was beautiful, right? But that also means his house was more prone to criminals staking it out for a robbery. And you're probably like, Austin, what the fuck? Like, did that happen? Yeah, it fucking happened. So Saturday night, I'm at Jacob's house, just getting ready for bed, basically, I got some comfortable clothes on. I'm playing some Xbox with Jacob. He's about to go to bed soon upstairs. I'm about to go to bed in the basement. And, just have a nice normal night at Jacob's, like usual, just like the night before on Friday. And then all of a sudden, while me and Jacob are playing Xbox, we hear a super loud bang on the basement window, like a really loud bang. Not like someone knocking. It sounded like somebody was trying to break it or something. And I look at Jacob, and he looks at me, and he goes, did you just hear that? And I was like, yeah, man, it sounded like a really loud banging sound. And he's like, all right, wait here. I'm going to check it out. And I was like, all right, man. So he walks over to the window, and it was covered up by like a pillow. He put pillows in his basement windows to block out the sun like a fucking basement dweller would. I did it too back in the day. Don't judge us. Anyway, he moves the pillow to check out the window and see if there's anything on it. And he freaks out. After he moved that pillow out of the way, he runs back to me and goes, get up, get up, get up. Fuck, we gotta go right now. We gotta go. And I was like, dude, what's wrong? He's like, get up, get up. So I jump up and I run upstairs with him very fast because clearly whatever he just saw in that window scared the absolute shit out of Jacob. So I followed his lead. We ran upstairs. He ran up to his parents' room. He starts smashing on the door. He wakes them up. He then tells them that somebody is at the basement window. And that's when I proceed to shit myself because I didn't know that's what he was freaking out about. I thought that maybe a rock hit the window or I don't know, an animal was out there, like a fucking raccoon or something. I didn't know that there was someone at the window peeking through. So he tells his parents, and luckily Jacob's dad was a very buff, six-pack dude, and his dad was also an FBI agent, so that made, young me feel a little bit more safe about the situation. But I was still terrified. There was nothing about this that was good. So his dad jumps out of bed, he grabs his pistol from the gun safe, and runs out of the room downstairs towards the basement. And at this point, I'm like, yo, what is about to happen? There's about to be a fight. There's about to be gunshots and shit. I was terrified. And after Jacob's dad runs down to the basement, I hear Jacob's dad scream, wherever the fuck you are, come out here right now. And I hear nothing for 5 seconds. And then I hear, don't fucking come back, you pussies. And after that, I hear 10 seconds of silence. And then I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. And we're just freaking out. Jacob's mom and me are just sitting there on their bed, terrified. And Jacob's dad walks into the room. And I'm like, did you hear anything? Do you see anything? He's like, no one's down there. But the window's broken though. And I was like, oh, were you not talking to them? He's like, no, I was just screaming things to make them scared. And after that, he shuts the bedroom door, he locks it, and he dials 911 and calls the police. And we had to sit there for 25 minutes, just terrified, just waiting for the police because Jacob lived out in the country and the police station was mad far away. So 25 minutes later, the cops show up. Jacob's dad's talking to the cops. I told him about what happened. Jacob told him about what happened. They searched the house. They made sure nothing's stolen. Nothing was stolen. They also made sure no one was in the house hiding. Nobody was in there. And yeah, they basically just write up a report and kind of say, like, you know, they'll be on the lookout for them. And then Jacob's dad asks the police, he's like, hey, should we stay in a hotel for the night or something? Like, are we safe here? And the cop goes, you know, it was probably just a failed robbery attempt. I couldn't see them coming back. I'm sure you're safe to stay here the night, but it's totally up to you. And Jacob's dad's like, you know what? I'm going to get a hotel. I don't trust this. We're going to stay somewhere for the night. So Jacob's dad rents a hotel for the night and takes me, Jacob, and his mom to this hotel room. And we stay there all night, right? Thinking that, you know, that'd be the end of it. We thought, like, it couldn't get any worse. That's the end of it. It's done. Nope. We were wrong. So fast forward to the next day. We wake up in the morning. We get up, we get ready to check out of the hotel. We then check out of the hotel, we leave, and we start driving back to Jacob's house, right? And we expect to get there and, you know, be fine, but we arrive to a totally different situation. So when we got back home, we pulled up in Jacob's driveway, we get out, we go into Jacob's house, and me and Jacob, of course, immediately rush to the basement to play video games, right? Just to, you know, try and unwind from the fucked up night we had before. And we get down there and immediately realize something's wrong. The TV's missing, and the Xbox, and everything of value in the basement. And all of a sudden, as we notice that, we hear Jacob's mom scream. And we run upstairs, and that TV's missing in the living room. And a bunch of Jacob's mom's stuff is missing upstairs in their room. And that's why she screamed. A bunch of valuable shit got stolen. And we're just like, yo, no fucking way did someone attempt to break in the house once, and we fled the house. And then after we fled the house, after we ran away, these motherfuckers came back and finished the job. They broke in and robbed the house. Like, no way. And yeah, guess what? That's what they fucking did. So what happened was the night before, when they tried to break in the first time, Jacob's dad took duct tape and duct taped the broken window. Like, he just put as much duct tape as he possibly could over the window to keep air from getting in and to, like, block it off. And they just came back after we left and just ripped open the duct tape, like they ripped it down with a knife or something, and just jumped through that window and robbed the whole place. And the weirdest part is all of the doors were still locked when we got back the next day. Like, none of them were unlocked. You'd think they'd come in through a window, unlock one of the doors, and unload through the door, right? But for some reason, all of the doors were still locked. So they must have unloaded all of the expensive shit through the little basement window, or they unlocked one of the doors and then relocked it. I don't know. Either way, they fucking robbed Jacob's house and stole shit, including some of my shit. They stole my controller. I loved that controller. I still miss it to this fucking day. I solely believe if I had that controller, I still would be good at video games and not suck fucking balls at them now. But anyway, yeah, I digress. Jacob's dad, of course, called the police again, talked to them again. They wrote up another report or whatever. And I just went home after this, like, disappointed as fuck, like, just mad sad that Jacob's family got robbed. But it's not an unhappy ending. A few weeks later, literally 3 weeks later, a guy in Jacob's town got his laptop stolen, and they caught the guy that did it, and the guy admitted that the laptop was in a storage unit in this area by Jacob's house. And the police checked out the storage unit, and that's where they found that laptop as well as all of Jacob's family's things. But you know what's really fucking odd about the whole thing? Everything was in that storage unit except my controller and Jacob's controller. His Xbox was there, but none of the controllers were, including mine. What kind of bastard steals an Xbox and then just gets rid of the controllers and keeps the Xbox? I want to know. I have some questions for this thief. I'm just kidding. I don't want to talk to him. But yeah, I never got my controller back, so that sucked. But yeah, you know, Jacob's family was happy. They got all their valuable things back, and that's all I care about. So yeah, guys, happy ending. That's pretty much it. Moral of the story is, lock your doors at night and whenever you're home alone. Like, seriously. Anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. You be wanting to fight when I pull up, you see it's like, oh shit. Cut all these ties cause they plan my demise. They all snakes and I think it's been showing. I got some issues, they haunting me daily. I'm losing my mind and I know it.